This is the luxury world. Get inspired with us today and tomorrow. In recent years, Rolex watches have evolved beyond mere timepieces, becoming highly coveted commodities. A limited supply and strong demand have led to a surge in flipping, where people purchase these watches at retail prices and resell them for significant profits. The rising retail prices for new Rolex watches, coupled with the decreasing prices for gray market watches where new watches sold on the secondary market, are making flipping less attractive. Rolex has taken substantial steps to address the flipping trend that once affected the luxury watch market. By introducing stricter purchase policies, such as limiting the number of watches a customer can buy and requiring identification, authorized dealers have made it harder for flippers to acquire multiple pieces. Additionally, a potential increase in Rolex's production could ease the scarcity that has fueled the flipping craze. The brand's emphasis on fostering long-term customer relationships through exclusive events and personalized service also underscores its dedication to true watch enthusiasts. While it may be difficult to eliminate flipping, these efforts have significantly cooled the market and reduced the profitability for resellers. Rolex, the enduring icon of luxury with its steep price tags, is shaking up the market in an unexpected way. In this video brought to you by the Luxury World, we will be talking about the latest changes in the Rolex world. What was once a pastime for savvy collectors purchasing these in-demand watches not to wear, but to flip for a profit might be shifting. The era of easily flipping Rolexes for quick gains could be fading. Are we seeing the end of rapid resales for substantial profits? Join us as we dive into the real story behind the Rolex market. If you are someone who enjoys the thrill of Rolex flipping, it might be time to take a step back and tune in. If you still need to subscribe to our channel, we highly recommend doing so to stay updated with our future videos. Rolex flipping has been a hot topic in luxury watch circles for some time now. Picture it as a high-stakes game where people quickly buy up sleek, often rare Rolex watches and resell them for a tidy profit. However, purchasing a luxury watch solely to flip it is not exactly the most commendable reason because it tends to frustrate the brand's devoted fans, disrupt the market, and deprive genuine collectors who have been patiently waiting. Recently, the trend of flipping Rolex watches for quick cash has been all the rage, but the landscape is shifting, and the stability of Rolex flipping is starting to falter. First, we will take a look back at how Rolex flipping became such a big phenomenon. Then, we will dive into the current market atmosphere, but be warned that many changes are happening, and it seems the days of easy flipping might be coming to an end. But do not worry, we will uncover what is driving these shifts. Finally, we will explore whether this trend might resurface in a new way or if the flippers are calling it quits for good. Over the years, Rolex flipping evolved from a niche hobby into a full-scale industry. Collectors were not buying these watches to add to their collections, but rather to flip them for quick profits, capitalizing on their rarity and soaring demand. That was until the pandemic turned the market on its head. With everyone stuck at home, online shopping has become more than just a pastime since it became the go-to activity. Luxury items, especially Rolex watches, took center stage like never before. Demand for these high-end timepieces skyrocketed, with people viewing them as symbols of status, so much so that some were willing to pay above the retail price to flaunt that luxury on their wrist sooner rather than later. However, getting a Rolex directly from a store was already a challenge before the pandemic. Rolex has a way of keeping certain models scarce, which only adds to the incredible hype surrounding them. Limited availability combined with high demand creates the perfect recipe for a frenzy. Now, let us dig a little deeper. The real catalyst here was the drop in interest rates when the pandemic hit. Central banks slashed rates to stimulate the economy for a well-intentioned move, but one that triggered a chain reaction across various sectors, including luxury watches. With lower interest rates, people felt more at ease splurging, and as a result, the demand for luxury watches skyrocketed. It is a classic example of financial cause and effect, with Rolex at the center of it all. Here is where it gets even more interesting. The fear of missing out has been a major driver behind this Rolex craze. Many buyers are not just viewing these watches as stylish accessories. They see them as serious investments. Certain models can turn into gold mines over time, especially if they become rare or highly desirable. And let us not overlook the role of the internet, which has made it easier than ever for watch flippers to connect with buyers around the world. More visibility means more potential buyers, and naturally, more money. Now, let us take a look at the present situation. Things are beginning to shift as interest rates gradually rise, aiming to bring down those sky-high prices on just about everything. This financial turn could shake up the luxury watch market, causing buyers to think twice before spending their money. While there has been some movement towards stability, there is still a lot of uncertainty, and even the prices of those luxurious watches are not entirely immune to feeling the squeeze. But there is more to this story. We need to talk about the concept of price because it is crucial to understanding what has been happening with Rolex flipping. Have you ever heard of arbitrage? It might sound complicated, but it is essentially about making money from price differences, like buying something cheap in one place and selling it for more elsewhere. It is a relatively low-risk way to earn easy money. This concept perfectly explains what happened during the pandemic. Rolex watches were being sold in two main places, official stores and the resale market. The same product, but at different prices, created a prime opportunity for some savvy arbitrage moves. When the pandemic struck, the price differences between official stores and the resale market for Rolex watches became glaring opportunities, tempting many to cash in big time. This led to a surge in Rolex flipping, as more people jumped on the bandwagon. However, with more players in the game, competition intensified, prices became volatile, and profit margins began to shrink. Snagging a Rolex at retail price from an official store and flipping it for a premium in the resale market seemed like an easy win, as long as buyers were willing to pay the higher prices. But then, the market shifted, and people were no longer willing to pay exorbitant amounts above retail. Instead, they played it safe and chose to buy directly from authorized sellers. As this change took hold, long lines formed with people eager to buy, but suddenly, Rolex prices started to drop. What once seemed like a sure bet in flipping Rolex watches became uncertain, with the risk of losing money instead of making a profit. This unexpected turn has even caused seasoned collectors to rethink their strategies. The falling prices are concerning, especially given that they are dropping rapidly even without a major economic downturn. If the economy does take a hit, these prices could fall even further, making people reconsider flipping Rolexes in the long term. Adding to the complexity, authorized dealers are now stepping into curb flipping. These dealers, the gatekeepers of the Rolex world, are tightening their purchase policies to ensure that watches end up with genuine enthusiasts rather than opportunistic flippers. The days of buying multiple Rolexes at once and flipping them for a substantial profit may be coming to an end. This move by authorized dealers signals that the era of easy gains in Rolex flipping might be winding down. What we're getting at is that predicting the future of the Rolex market is highly uncertain. Those interested in the flipping game are proceeding with extra caution. Times have changed the landscape of Rolex flipping. Numerous factors are at play because Rolex produces fewer watches, shifting consumer preferences, economic fluctuations, and changes in shopping habits. Flipping once felt like striking gold, but now, due to price swings and the unpredictable market atmosphere, people are thinking twice before diving into the flipping business. The road ahead seems increasingly uncertain. What are your thoughts on the topic we shared in this video? Please let us know by leaving a comment and giving it a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel for future updates. Thank you for watching Luxury World, and we eagerly anticipate your participation in our upcoming videos.